Welcome to Hidden Companions, the series where we explore the tiny organisms living all around us, and sometimes, even inside us. Today, in part 1, we're meeting one of the most famous microbes in the world, Escherichia coli, or E. coli. It's everywhere, in your food, in water, on surfaces, and even inside your gut. Most of the time, it's harmless, but some strains can cause serious illness. So grab a cup of tea, and let's explore this microscopic companion in your daily life. E. coli was first identified in 1885 by Theodor Escherichia, a German pediatrician, who observed rod-shaped microorganisms inhabiting the intestines of healthy infants. This discovery marked a significant step in understanding the human microbiome and the role of bacteria in both health and disease. E. coli is classified as a gram-negative bacterium due to the unique structure of its cell wall, which contains a thin peptidoglycan layer surrounded by an outer membrane enriched with lipopolysaccharides. This feature not only gives E. coli its gram-stain characteristics but also contributes to its resistance to certain antibiotics. The bacterium is rod-shaped, bacillus, and typically measures about 1 to 2 micrometers in length and 0.25 to 1 micrometer in diameter. Given that a human hair is roughly 80 micrometers thick, E. coli is far too small to be visible without a microscope. While many strains of E. coli are harmless and even beneficial, contributing to the production of vitamin K and maintaining gut health, some pathogenic strains, such as E. coli 0157:H7, can cause serious illnesses, including foodborne infections, urinary tract infections, and even life-threatening conditions like hemolytic uremic syndrome. Due to its rapid growth, simple nutritional requirements, and well-characterized genetics, E. coli has also become one of the most widely used model organisms in microbiology and molecular biology. It plays a crucial role in recombinant DNA technology, where it serves as a host for producing proteins, enzymes, and even pharmaceuticals such as insulin. One of the beneficial roles of Escherichia coli in the human gut is its contribution to the synthesis of vitamin K, particularly vitamin K2, menaquinone. Vitamin K is an essential fat-soluble vitamin that plays a critical role in blood clotting, coagulation, bone metabolism, and cardiovascular health. Inside the large intestine, certain non-pathogenic strains of E. coli live as part of the gut microbiota. These bacteria produce vitamin K2 as a natural byproduct of their metabolism. You actually come across Escherichia coli, or E. coli, every single day of your life. But don't panic, most of the time, it's not dangerous at all. In fact, the majority of E. coli strains are completely harmless and even beneficial. Inside your gut, E. coli plays several important roles. It helps break down complex food components, producing vitamins such as vitamin K2, which supports blood clotting and bone health. It also competes with harmful microbes for nutrients and space, effectively creating a natural shield that protects your digestive system from invaders. In this way, E. coli contributes to maintaining a balanced and stable gut microbiome. Of course, not all E. coli are friendly. Some specific strains are pathogenic and capable of causing disease. A well-known example is E. coli 0157:H7. This dangerous strain is often linked to foodborne outbreaks and can be transmitted through undercooked beef, unpasteurized milk, or unwashed salad greens. When ingested, it can cause severe stomach cramps, bloody diarrhea, and in the most extreme cases, a serious condition called hemolytic uremic syndrome, HUS, which can lead to kidney failure. Outside of your body, E. coli can be found in many environments. It lives in soil, rivers, and even on raw vegetables, since these surfaces are often exposed to animal or human waste where E. coli originates. Because of this, scientists and public health officials use E. coli as a key indicator of water contamination. If high levels of E. coli are detected in drinking water or swimming areas, it usually means that fecal pollution is present and that harmful pathogens might be lurking as well. What's particularly alarming about this strain is how little of it is needed to make a person sick. Research has shown that as few as 10 bacterial cells, an amount invisible to the naked eye, comparable to just a few grains of salt, can trigger an infection. This tiny number highlights just how powerful and dangerous pathogenic bacteria can be, despite their microscopic size. So, in summary, E. coli is everywhere, inside us, around us, and even on the food we eat. Most strains are harmless helpers that support our health, but a few rare strains can cause serious illness. That's why proper hygiene, safe food handling, and clean water are absolutely essential in preventing E. coli infections. Not all E. coli strains are friendly. While most live peacefully in our intestines and even help us, some are pathogenic, meaning they have special genes that allow them to produce toxins or attach tightly to the gut lining. These harmful strains often sneak into food or water through contamination, usually from animal feces or poor hygiene during food handling. When someone ingests contaminated food or drinks unsafe water, the symptoms can appear within just a few hours. The most common signs include stomach cramps, diarrhea, nausea, and sometimes fever. These symptoms are the body's response to bacterial toxins irritating and damaging the intestinal lining. One of the most infamous strains is E. coli 0157:H7. This strain produces a toxin called Shiga toxin, making it extremely dangerous even in tiny doses. It gained worldwide attention in the 1990s after several large outbreaks linked to contaminated spinach and undercooked hamburgers. These incidents showed just how disruptive one microscopic organism could be, not only to public health but also to consumer confidence in the food industry. For the first time, people realized that a single microbe, completely invisible to the naked eye, could trigger nationwide fear, massive recalls, and stricter food safety policies. So while E. coli may often be our friend, the dangerous strains remind us of the importance of clean food preparation, safe water, and careful monitoring to keep communities protected. In rare but severe cases, especially among children, the elderly, or individuals with weakened immune systems, infection can progress to a dangerous complication known as hemolytic uremic syndrome, HUS. HUS happens when bacterial toxins enter the bloodstream and damage red blood cells. These damaged cells can then clog small blood vessels in the kidneys, reducing their function. In serious cases, this condition can cause kidney failure and may require hospitalization, dialysis, or even a kidney transplant. Because of the risks, public health agencies worldwide closely monitor E. coli outbreaks. Schools, restaurants, and large events are particularly vulnerable because a single contaminated meal can affect hundreds of people in a very short time. That is why strict food safety regulations, inspections, and testing procedures are essential to prevent the spread of disease. The good news is that protecting yourself from harmful E. coli isn't complicated, it really comes down to everyday habits. The most important step is to cook meat thoroughly. In particular, ground beef should reach an internal temperature of at least 160 degrees Fahrenheit, or 71 degrees Celsius. Unlike a whole steak, where bacteria usually stay on the surface, ground meat mixes everything together, so harmful bacteria can hide inside. Proper cooking kills them completely. Fresh produce is another potential source. That's why it's essential to wash vegetables and fruits under running water, even if they look clean. Dirt or bacteria can cling to the surface, and rinsing helps reduce the risk before you eat them raw in salads or snacks. Equally important is hand hygiene. Washing your hands with soap after handling raw food, after using the bathroom, or after touching public surfaces can break the chain of transmission. Since E. coli spreads through tiny traces of fecal matter, good hand washing is one of the simplest and most effective defenses. And finally, it's important to remember that E. coli itself is not the enemy. In fact, the vast majority of strains living in your gut are your allies. They help with digestion, produce certain vitamins, and keep harmful microbes in check by competing with them for space and nutrients. So while we protect ourselves from dangerous strains, we also rely on the friendly ones for a healthy, balanced digestive system. So, tell me in the comments, which E. coli are you?